I would rather be alone than be around the vast majority of people. Maybe when I was younger, I was still trying to fit in to feel some sort of safety or some sense of belonging, and to prove to myself that I could be liked by others. You have to know that I grew up with an abusive family that basically wasn't happy with who I truly was. So when they saw that I would be what they wanted, they crushed me. And they crushed my self-esteem, and that had, rippling effects throughout my whole life. And one of those effects was that I was always trying to prove myself to other people, and always trying to, at the end of the day, be liked and accepted by others. But that kind of has faded over time. I've worked through that over time, and now I'm just kind of left not wanting any of it anymore, right? It's like once I finally cut my family off, it still took me a long time to figure out how to cultivate my relationship with myself and to stop seeking a sense of self, solely through the praise or validation of other people. But once you go through that process, it kind of becomes isolating in a way. And it just kind of took away a big reason for me to socialize in the first place. Because now you just don't really have as much reasons anymore to interact with people in general. You don't need other people's attention. You don't need their approval or their permission to do or be anything. It just all kind of loses its appeal when you realize that most social interactions are just a series of scripts that everybody is running, mostly subconsciously, and that in that way it can't be called genuine. Even if there are no bad intentions behind it, right? There are no hidden bad agendas or anything like that. A lot of people just simply are not being genuine. So they're not available to build genuine connections, which is funny because as you yourself turn more genuine with others, which is a good thing by itself, you start to see even more how fake and how much of an act it all is in this society. And so that's the thing that I really can't unsee anymore nowadays. I feel like most people are literally not worth it, like for lack of a better way of putting it, because they themselves are not looking for genuine connection, whether they know it or not. Like look at the world. Look at any workplace, almost any social gathering, even or especially family gatherings. What is there to gain? Genuinely, with most people, what is there to gain? And I don't know. I don't mean that in that egotistical way of like, what can I gain from these people in terms of like, I don't know, status or attention or whatever. I mean like, where's the true connection? Where is anything else other than that? Other than being there because you feel like you have to, or you feel like you can get something out of this relationship, in the sense of like, in a status sense or like a material sense. So for me, it has come to a point where, except for a few very select exceptions, whenever I find myself hanging out with someone, I'm just left thinking about how this is just a waste of time. And I could have just stayed home and had a better time just being with myself, because I can be genuine with myself. I don't have to hide certain parts of myself from myself. And yeah, I have shrunk my social circle down drastically as a result of that. And I know that a lot of people struggle with making acquaintances in general. And to me, it's less that I couldn't make friends, it's that I can't find my kind of people, if that makes sense. But I'm certainly done compromising myself and who I truly am for the sake of fitting in. And ultimately, I choose my own peace over everything, because that's the most important to me. That's all I really, really need at this point. I can give myself almost anything, but what I love and what I appreciate from other people is when I can share that peace with people, or when you can share like true knowledge with people, or just the ability to just say how it is, that people that see things for what they really are. But if there's anything else, if there's drama, if there's all that shit that we put so much importance on that truly does not matter, those kinds of people that are running around, blind, I think you all know, the kinds of people I'm talking about. If there's any of that shit, I am out, no matter who it is, right? And I'm not saying run away from everything, but once you realize that your peace is literally everything, you just won't let anyone ruin that shit anymore.